Had the chance today at Princes Park to work out whether they could finally win in Melbourne. They were up against North Melbourne, who were a little bit weakened by injury and bad luck to Mark Roberts during the week, out for the rest of the season, and Glenn Archer suspended. So let's see how the Crows go. Let's look at some highlights of the first quarter.
The veterans Terry Wheeler talked about at the start of the game. Carey Anderson worked to the front. Carey took the mark. He could almost thump it from there. Goes to a vacant goal square. It's a great kick. It's a goal. No. Yes. Through. McKernan, a high ball, back to half forward. Crocker sets him.
Oh, great mark.
Carey.
Great mark.
I was going to say Crocker set himself, and Carey came from the heavens.
Well done by Anderson. Got a fist on it, knocked it forward. Schwass claimed. Wren on his knees. Knocked down well by Stevens. Into the clear, Stevens. 45 metres out, running goal.
50-metre penalty. Rashido's handball. Lady, brilliantly done. Determination.
Lately's hit his knee, Bruce, I'm sorry.
Gee, that is a blow. McDermott back to Liptak. McGuinness fell over when it was important. Smith, McGuinness, Liptak, well played. Tregenza power to kick the goal. And he does.
So the Roos by 3 goals at quarter time, 5 goals 4 to 2 goals 4. We're going to pick up the replay in the second quarter. 17.5 minutes remaining, and at this stage 20 points the margin.
The defence of the North Melbourne side continues to stand up, even in the absence of Mickey Martin and Glenn Archer. They are doing very, very good job here with Mann in particular on Modra.
McKernan's tap excellent to Schwass. His kick back to Nichols. Quick hands, but that time Maynard intercepted. Now Josh Mayle. Little one to McDermott. Sidesteps. Doesn't get a lot of distance. Powell outnumbered. Rock took him, then dropped it, then got a free kick.
Taken high there by Rashidi coming through.
Another Adelaide Crow who tends to give away some free kicks. Rock to centre half forward, Carey the target. Maynard, high tackle, free kick. Did duck, Nichols upset, but it was high.
You call those Crows players who tend to give free kicks away, Bruce. They need to be very careful when emotion gets involved in the game as it is here now, and they are finding it hard to get into the game.
It's a good mark by Rouvray. The kick was good, but Schwass was there, and Rouvray from centre wing.
Down towards half forward, Ingerson. Good grab. Ingerson kicks just inside the 50. Modra. Good lead and a good kick.
That's more of the Adelaide Crow form that we know. A sharp delivery onto the lead. Modra reaching forward, and Peter Mann had no chance whatsoever in stopping that mark.
They were stark figures we saw before the game in terms of goal production for the Crows this season. So much resting on this young man, Tony Modra. Going at his first goal this afternoon. He's kicked a couple of behinds, kicks from 55. Won't have the carry. Mashenko got hands to it. It falls to Fairley, who boots it back towards centre half forward. Jarman missed it. Schwass didn't. Carried the ball nicely. Slaps it on. Opportunity for McDermott, but they're back to the middle now. And Tasker took a long time, was run down. Blakey's over the ball. It spills. McKernan forces it forward. Stevens. Great stuff by North Melbourne. Kept it alive. This deserves a goal. Allison down towards Longmire. Great tackle brought him down. Jamison. Tregenza an opportunity to half back. Lost the ball. Allison feeds it back through his legs to Carey. Quick hands. This is Campbell. Campbell sets it up for Nichols. And Nichols is marked. About 35 metres out. Well, they worked that ball the length of the ground, North Melbourne. It wasn't pretty, but gee, it was effective.
In ideal circumstances, the distance they covered with that particular piece of play would have been done with 1 possession. They required anything up to 15 in that particular piece of play. Very, very well done, North Melbourne.
Nichols going at his first. Deserved that finish. North increased their lead. They're out 6-6 to 2-4.
North Melbourne are in total control here now, and the way in which they are prepared to all work towards the ball, get numbers to the contest and stay in the contest as long as they do around the ball, they end up getting themselves some space and some opportunities, as Trent Nichols found himself in that one, and he put it home nicely.
Kangaroos by 26 points, 6-6 to 2-4. Tasker taken off for Adelaide. Whirlman has come on. Smith from half-back. North right on top again. Back towards half-forward. Rashuto to Jarman. Very good play by both of them to get it to McGuinness. Powell, just a bit high for him. Smith. Back to Laidley. Back towards Maynard. Rock came in at the back. Going to ground, Whirlman. Got a high tackle originally and then caught holding the footy. And young Whirlman has just come on, giving away the ball.
It's been impressive, young Campbell.
He's looked good, hasn't he?
Very much.
Carey gets rid of Anderson and then takes the mark. And Anderson looks like he might have hurt himself.
In the tangle there between Carey and Wren, it was Carey with the strength to be able to stand his ground and lift up high. Wren coming in, but a very well judged mark by Carey.
Now, he missed a couple in the opening term. He did kick a goal, and he's missed again, Carey. Should have had 4 by now. He's kicked 1 free and 1 out of bounds on the full. 6-7-2-4. Could have been an avalanche, couldn't it? They've been lucky for the Crows. It could have been 10 or 11 goals, North Melbourne.
Most definitely at this stage. And here, even this kick-off here, you can see that the Crows are lacking confidence in their ability to be able to play the game they want, the way they want to.
Jamieson down the middle, Carey a fist on the ball. This is Rock in trouble, spins out of a bump or attempted bump. Allison knocks it on. Taken well by Blakey, high up and under. Longmire surrounded it, falls to Crocker. Snapshot is a very good one. Melbourne get their 8th goal. They're 8-7. Adelaide in disarray at 2-4.
Isn't it great to see Darren Crocker back into the side? You know, he was touted as a replacement at full-back to play on Tony Modra, but has come back in for his first game of the season, has now kicked 2 goals in the North Melbourne forward line.
(7-7-2-4). 7-7-2-4 here, 49-16. Jarman into the centre. Rashuto coming out of there. Allison's kicked to Carey. Now Crocker has kicked a couple of goals. Longmire, Carey, Crocker. He'll kick his 3rd. He does. He'd call that champagne footy, wouldn't he?
Certainly would. A champagne call too, Bruce. It was a bit of a wobbly one that went through. But the way in which they were prepared to share the ball around in the forward line there. Crocker initially adding it with an attack at the ball, but then Longmire, Carey, back to Crocker, on the run, clear, and is able to go for goal without too much pressure on him and put it home. North Melbourne are not missing Mark Roberts in their forward line at this stage.
8-7 plays 2-4. McKernan uncontested, but straight down to Hart, who runs into King. King misses the ball, goes again, head down, working hard. Eventually Hart hand passes out, a hot one, but the umpire calls for the ball. So Adelaide right off the pace now, trailing by 39 points. Rucks go at it. One down by McKinnon, taken by Rock. Hoisted high towards half forward. Almost a clever mark to Crocker. He's playing pretty well at the present time. Slapped out of there by Nichols. Picked up by Wren. Back it comes to Chalmers. And Chalmers forced to kick very wide. Rouvray, well, done that a couple of times today. Once from Laidley. And that time from a teammate. The ball running away from him and going out of bounds. So bad luck for the Crows. A chance to establish something around the outer side, but nothing doing. Hard in front. McKernan should be too tall, but knocks it straight down to Mail, who's pulled off it. Rashuto tried to get it back, picked up by Rock, scrambles it forward again. It's moved the ball at all costs, North. Brilliantly done by Crocker to Stevens. Stevens goes long. Back comes Schwass. Chalmers a timely intervention. Comes to Wren. Wren's hand pass taken by Longmire, but there's going to be a free kick, and it's going to the Crows. Tregenza, not sure why, but he's got the ball and he'll take it. Held without it, according to the umpire. This is Jamieson.
No, it was against Schwass with Wren after the play. Hart. Oh, gee, is that out on the full? Maynard. Rashuto. Crows needing a very quick goal. Rashuto running straight into King and out of play.
Wasn't going to get through that wall. King, a very strong and aggressive player for North Melbourne. prepared to go at the body at all times.
Brown comes on for Tregenza, who's had a quiet start in his first game back for 3 weeks. King, well played. Brushed off a couple. Wren in the box seat. Wellman went with him. McKernan and Wren. Wren went to ground. Was trying to trap it in. McKernan kept going to Schwass. Gets around Wren. He could go long here. Goes to Longmire. Longmire. Well, I thought it was going to at one stage hit him on the chest, but bounced in front and then ran out of play.
A poor choice there by Sean Wren. He didn't fall over. He chose to go to ground to try and contain the ball. Corey McKernan keeps his feet, wins the contest, and then he's away and clear.
Two of the best young big men in the game, aren't they? Wren well established, and McKernan a revelation this year. Hart well played. He's back in defence. Maynard, McGuinness. Adelaide needing some inspiration from their best and fairest from last year. And he finds the boundary line just inside, and it'll be a throw in at centre wing. And this has been the Crows' problem, kicking goals, hasn't it, in Melbourne? They only got, I think, 8 last week, and on a perfect day, after about 40 minutes of football, they've managed just 2 goals.
A severe deficiency in their structure just in the moment is around the centre half forward position.
Schenker won it down and goes after it again. Nichols soccers off the ground towards half forward. Playing in front, McKernan takes the mark. It's all falling into place at the present time for the Kangaroos. A centering kick. Keary is surrounded. Brilliantly done to Allison. Open goal beckons. Allison 15 metres out and closing, pops it through. Keary beat 3 of them.
Twice the action tomorrow, Sydney and Hawthorn, followed by the West Coast and Brisbane from 1.
At half-time at Princes Park, North by 36 points, and we pick it up in the third quarter at the opening bounce.
Second half about to start. 10-11 to 5-5 at Princes Park. Ishenko got the touch. Brown went off the ground. Then Rouvray takes the mark. Had some good play in the first half. Gave it to Anderson on his wrong side. Anderson out wide. Liptak. King runs with him, puts on the pressure and runs it out of play. King then suggesting that Liptak had kicked the ball out of bounds off his boot or shin, but the boundary umpire in a pretty good spot says it'll be a throw-in. Right half forward, Adelaide attacking. McDermott comes in from the side. King's handball was pretty hot. Rock just pushed it forward. McKernan straight up in the air, but did get a bit of distance. Umpire suggesting not the 10 metres. Rock caught one under the chin, just kept on running. It was from the football, by the way. Then went off the ground to Schwass at centre wing. Good vision by Schwass. Got Crocker at centre half forward.
Very good pick-off, very good.
Carey running for him. Longmire in the goal square. Goes up high. Anderson in the front. Carey at the back. Longmire lurking. Caught by Jamison. Good tackle. Holding the footy. Free kick to the Adelaide Crows in the back pocket. Goes short. Gets to Hart.
He plays on. This is McDermott. Carries the ball to the pocket. Gets the hand pass out wide is still Rouvray. Back to Hart. They've worked it well. Hart towards the wing. Chip pass towards half forward. Awkward bounce for Ingerson. Taken by Jarman. Maynard's hand pass too slick. McGuinness dropped it in any case. A scramble on the outer side. North Melbourne able to tie it up and a ball up.
And Tony McGuinness, I think, starting to feel the effects of young Stevens' tagging. Tony McGuinness, I'm confident, would have taken that and broken clearly away.
10-11, 5-5. Schenko with Ingerson flying over the top. Stopped by McDermott. Then he got it to Maynard. In turn, Rashudo. Rashudo surrounded. Back towards McDermott. That's holding the ball. Schwass got him.
They've got to break out of this fiddly stuff, Dennis. I mean, they're not gaining ground at all, and they're not giving the Wren Modra structure a chance to work.
Here's Schwass down towards half forward. Watch Carey from behind under the ball. Missed it completely. Jamison away to Rouvray. Out wide, 3-on-1. McGuinness will need to go, confronted by his nemesis today, Stevens, who runs onto the next man and pings Brown. Well, that was just terrific.
That is tremendous, aggressive football at the ball and at the man.
Schwass long to the kickoff line. In front, strong mark McKernan.
Plays a bit like Carey, doesn't he? It's the sort of mark you'd expect Carey to take in that position.
You notice Carey flying there, kept his arms down once he realised it was McKernan in front. So McKernan from virtually point-blank range, 10 metres out. Whoa, has hit the post. He rattled the woodwork, as they say. So a let-off for Adelaide, who, if they're to make a move, must start now. Always a dangerous time, defending a big lead at half-time, the first 10-15 minutes in the third term. Here's McGuinness.
8 touches in the first half, and not any of them of any quality. Certainly no memorable ones. That one to centre wing. Ashenko, well played Mail. His handball, he gave it up to Scholl. North Melbourne started the second half like they played the first. Again, a good kick by Schwass, giving an opportunity.
Yes.
Allison, great goal. Wonderful football. Tears the heart out of the opposition, doesn't it?
Doesn't it ever? I mean, to be able to attack the ball with that ferocity, with the confidence, and then have the skills to be able to gather it at that speed, finish it off. Tremendous piece of play. I mean, all North Melbourne players are showing this quality here this afternoon, of being prepared to attack it. Brett Allison controlled the ball there. The ball did not control him on the bounce whatsoever. The left footer certainly put it home, and just the goal that North Melbourne needed.
78-35. Ashenko goes up, directs it down to Schwass, who kicks it very high. It floats towards half forward. Back goes Rouvray, got his fingertips to it, but couldn't hang on. It comes to Rock, who runs to the 50, long towards goal, and he's missed. But you get the feeling that Adelaide have got the staggers now.
Dennis, not only here comes Rock, but I think here comes the rot.
11-13, 5-5. Well, hopefully not. Jamieson in the pocket. Told to play on, lacking support. Jamieson comes across the goal face. Anderson outnumbered 3-1. Well, he had to hand pass it, really. Kicking there under that sort of pressure, always dangerous. He's put it out of bounds on the full. Crocker wastes no time. Goes back towards Longmire. Good defence. Wellman got it across to Tregenza from Wren. Back it comes eventually to Wellman. He got the ball from McDermott towards the outer side. Ingerson was up, but King, nicely done, defiantly from half-back. Pumps it back towards half-forward. Tailor-made for Carey. Up he goes. They battle after it a second time. Carey thumped it on. The little kick from McCarthy went down towards full forward. Or was it Campbell? Campbell goes after it again. Campbell is back to goal now, in trouble. Still a battle after it. Maynard at very close quarters. Anderson got it from Wellman. It comes to Tregenza. McDermott back to Tregenza.
Centre wing. Gee, Jamison's play a moment ago was good to keep Adelaide in the contest. Liptak missed it. Laidley just got his bottom out and kept Liptak away. King a bit slow, but just shrugs off Jarman. Carey.
Bruce Crocker coming off as a result of that clash with Jamieson just short of the goal square.
Carey goes, thump with a long one. Gives it a hook. He's kicked 2 goals for today, Carey. But just his influence on the game has been worth half a dozen big ones. Here's Crocker.
We see a clash of heads here, and Crocker has gone off with blood coming from the top of his skull.
That was an important bit of play from Jamieson. Now Powell's just come on. Anderson goes wide to him. He'll go back to Maynard. So Adelaide have been fiddling all day, not really going anywhere. Powell's kicking towards the centre. Smith at the back. Little one to Laidley. Run down, but Ingerson too slow. King out wide. Here's Schwass, who can run away and kick a goal. Goes bang with a long one and kicks it. It's one of the joys of watching this game. When you watch footy like we saw Allison 5 minutes ago and Schwass from there. And the contrast between the two teams is stark at the moment, isn't it?
It certainly is. North Melbourne being able to use the ball a lot longer. Here we see King not hesitating to switch the ball long and wide, and Schwass on his favoured left foot. He and Allison, as earlier, very, very accurate on that particular foot.
North on top by 51 points now. Ashenko goes up and goes again. Held without it, no free kick. Whistle though, and Rock will get a free, taken high. Alongside the centre circle, Anthony Rock kicks inside the 50. Here comes Longmire, surrounded, very much the meat in the sandwich. Wren's hand pass was knocked down by Barnett. It comes to Carey from McKernan. Another one. To 5-5.
the Queen's Birthday action. Richmond and Collingwood, Footscray and Essendon. Monday night on 7.
5-5, some momentum, isn't it, Terry? And again, starting with Jarman giving a free kick away in the centre. He's given 4 free kicks away today, and he's only had 2 kicks. The kick by Allison, up to Stevens, I should say. Up to half forward, well played, Carey. To Barnett, handball's under pressure. Hart tries to run away. Barnett's handball pretty good. North Melbourne are playing with such verve at the moment. It's wonderful to watch. Anderson, Jarman, 7th touch. McDermott, not a good kick. Puts pressure on Brown. Gave it up too easily, the Crows. Shoal over the top to Blakey. Blakey tries to run away. Goes towards full forward. Carey, bad bounce over the top. Rouvray towards the line. McKernan snaps. Kicks it under one. Oh, Beauton. Oh, he's a great young player. And it's all happening now. 14-14 to 5-5.
You will be able to see now every North Melbourne player enjoy part of this game. They have established what I would suggest is a match-winning lead now, and the run, the teamwork and the flow that is evident in this North Melbourne side will reach a fever pitch as we progress through the second half.
Well, 3 goals in 2 minutes. 14-14 to 5-5. Jarman belatedly out of the middle to McGuinness, who chips it out wide. Ingerson comes on a searching lead, should have held on, didn't. Smith was held on too, and he'll get the free kick at right halfback.
Ingerson should have held the mark, then gives away a free kick. Too soft a football from that boy.
Rock, almost a spectacular grab. Coming through, Wellman gets it to Tregenza. Back it comes to McGuinness. The look-away hand pass fooled everybody. Intended for Powell. It's gone out of bounds. Rock slow to get up. So boundary throw in after a period of spectacular, sizzling football from the Kangaroos. They've looked terrific. Laidley fancies himself. Big leap from behind. Goes again. Wrestles Powell down. Picked up by McDermott. Maynard gets it to Jarman. Goes looking for Ingerson. Too much carry on the kick. Smith waits behind. Feeds fairly. Look at Carey storm across the park. Carey, well, lack of talking. Blakey was coming back. Blakey tries to get it out to Carey. Off the ground by Jamison quickly. This is Shoal. Little chip pass into space. Now Campbell takes it and goes. He runs inside the 50, arches the back, goes Goldwood, lights it. Another one. Well, you could tell the moment it left the boot, he fancied that. Carey is limping as Blakey came back and cannoned into it. It really was Carey's ball.
It certainly was. The way in which they were able to win the ball so easily across half-back. And what was great about young Campbell here, he backed himself in. He took on Jarman, bought the extra ground that he needed and slotted it through. He has been a very, very good player for this side.
Norfolk kicked 5 goals. The Crows haven't scored in this second half today. They get it to half forward. Off the ground by King. Stevens, who's been way on top of McGuinness. In towards the centre square. McDermott getting back. Jarman. Modra. Not a good kick by Jarman. He gave Modra a little chance there. Man. Back to centre wing. King. Ran in a bit late. Tregenza out of sorts also. Not getting near the footy then when he had an opportunity to put at least a bit of pressure on King. King's kicking the centre half forward. Carey outnumbered. Good mark, Wellman. He's a very promising player. Good mover. Goes to Maynard. As you could have a criticism about Adelaide, you'd have a heap at the moment, but they don't have a lot of athletes, and Wellman might be one of them. Jarman not so clever that time. Free kick surely to North Melbourne. Not coming. Just a little one off the ground. Brown breaks the tackle. Should kick it to Modra. He does. Champion full forwards, no matter what the score are, they've got to kick these goals. It's 35 metres out, 40 metres out on an angle. But they need, well, they need 10 of them, don't they? But they need, you've got to start somewhere. Just don't get the 10 for nothing. It's a good kick, but he might have missed it in the end. He has. 2-7 last week, Modra, 1-3 today.
They need it like the old Sheffield Shield, Bruce. You get bonus goals. do something really fancy.
Ingerson off, 5, 6, 15, 14.
Smith goes towards the outer side, and why not? It's a 2-on-1 situation out there. Scholl, after the big leap from Allison. Scholl comes away, goes down towards half forward. Carey battles with Anderson. Well done by Anderson to keep him out of the contest. To ground went Maynard, whistle and a ball up. So a bounce, the left half forward for North Melbourne. As I mentioned earlier today, I saw them against Sydney last week. They impressed me certainly. For a half hour they played terrific football. And again today they've sustained it longer. Obviously, I think relishing the opportunity against the Crows, a side that does spark quite a few teams here in Melbourne. Come out today and they've performed admirably. There's the bounce on the outer side. Rucks go at it. Clean possession. Rouvray, who boots it down towards half forward. Scholl leads back in the race. Unkind bounce. McDermott knocks it towards the boundary. Great balance from Scholl. Gets it across to Stevens. Having a marvellous game. Again, that centering kick. It's quite predictable. Wellman over the top. He's claiming the mark, or is he? It came back to him in any case. I think it came down and bounced back to him. But, gee, he was up a long way.
Is that this athleticism that you're speaking about, Bruce? He certainly has it. A good spring there.
Get some frequent flyer points for that. On his knees, Jarman shovels it out. Knocked on by Allison. Well done by Nichols. He showed a lot of courage. Jarman held the ball a long time. Laidley back to goal. Gets it away to Scholl, who's been very good. He kicks inside the 50. Carey props too strong. Too strong. Body to body. Just stuck out that big backside. And Anderson, no chance.
No chance whatsoever. That's not the situation which Greg Anderson wants to get himself into. Carey leaning back, being able to control the contest all the way and taking the mark.
Probably can't be too critical of Anderson in that situation, because not too many finding themselves there are going to beat that man, Wayne Carey. Position Z. So here's Carey. He'll kick from about 40, going at his 4th goal. He's got it.
The Spud. The